Hello and welcome to TCG Inform. I'm your host and welcome to the first video on this channel. This channel is here to give deck profiles, an explanation of the deck after the deck profile, and to say if it's worth picking up at the time of recording. So without further ado, let's get on to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ritual Beast deck profile. To start us off, we have 3 copies of Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara, 2 copies of Spiritual Beast Tamer Winder, 3 copies of Ritual Beast Tamer Lara, 2 copies of Ritual Beast Tamer Wen, 3 copies of Ritual Beast Tamer Elder, 3 copies of Spiritual Beast Cannahawk, 2 copies of Spiritual Beast Rampengu, and 1 copy of Spiritual Beast Apelio. That is all for the monsters. Let's get into our spells and then our traps. So for our spells, we're playing 1 copy of Ritual Beast Inheritance. But that is all for archetypal spells. Let's move in to traps. For traps, we're using 2 copies of Ritual Beast Ambush and 3 copies of Ritual Beast Steeds. Let's move into our non-engine. For our non-engine, we're playing 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Sorry for the camera shake there. 3 copies of Effect Veiler. 2 copies of Ghostbelle and Haunted Mansion. 1 copy of Dimension Shifter. 1 copy of Nemesis Flag. 1 copy of Nemesis Corridor. 1 Cool by the Grave. And 3 Infinite Impermanence. Now, it's time for the extra deck. So, let's get right in. Sorry for any real focusing issues. This is the first video after all. Alright, for the extra deck, we are playing 2 copies of Ritual Beast Ulti Retiari, 2 copies of Ritual Beast Ulti Cannahawk, 2 copies of Ritual Beast Ulti Keymoon Falcus, 2 copies of Ritual Beast Ulti Nurture Drago, 1 Ulti Apelio, 1 Ulti Gaia Apelio, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, I'm really sorry for camera shakes, and 1 Infernal Flame Banshee. That's all of our extra deck. Let's go to the side deck and then other things. So for the side deck, we're playing 1 copy of Ghostbelle, the last one, 2 copies of Droll, 3 copies of Nibiru the Primal Being, 1 Evenly Matched, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Raigeki, 1 Change of Heart, 1 Dark of Ruler No More, 3 Forbidden Droplet, and 1 Lightning Storm. Now, that might have been a lot of information to take in. I'm very sorry, but you can pause the video at any time to get every single piece of the deck. Now, for extra deck replacements, you can play Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. I wouldn't recommend it though, it's not the best, unless you're ready to just get rid of everything for a big monster. When it comes out, WP Fancy Ball also can be a good replacement for extra deck. That is the reason we are playing the Nemesis Flag and Nemesis Corridor still, even though we are no longer allowed to use Protoss because it was banned. These can be used as extra link material plus your Infernal Flame Banshee to then make a, of course, WP Fancy Ball when it comes out. Or just a generic link 3 like the Nightmare Unicorn we are currently playing. Or you can link them both into an ISP and then use any of the Nemesises or the Infernal Flame depending on which one you left for SP. So, of course, the regular IP into SP move is just easy to do sometimes. Now, is this deck good? I think yes. It's a fun deck to play. It can be bricky in certain cases, and you really need to be able to work this deck well. Is the deck complicated to play? Yes, it can be very complicated to play, depending on who you are. Now, is the deck good to pick up for this meta? I think yes. Now, this is my personal opinion. Others might think otherwise. But I think, if I'm fully honest, Ritual Beast is a good deck to pick up. I think the deck shouldn't have fallen off as fast as it did, but the deck is fun to play, as long as you know the deck. There are a few YouTube combos online you can get, but the deck is still very fun to play. So, that is the first video on this channel. Before I leave, I do want to say, if you would like to give me help on this Ritual Beast deck, you can comment down below to tell me some suggestions for the deck. I may, if I think that the test will be good, I'll test the deck with the new addition that you think's good, and I will re-upload the deck profile, and will show your comment, or at least read out your comment, and the name that made the comment on the video, so you all have time to do it. So you all have, well, a gratitude to give. I don't want to just take gratitude for everything. If you give me a comment, I will 100% give you gratification, and will be the one to show off your comment. So please do help me out if you think I will need help on this deck. I have played this deck a lot, but if you think the deck needs a lot more work, do tell me. But anyways, I'll see you guys on the other side of the warp.